Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how I go from beautiful to gorgeous. So let's start. Okay, my hair low-key looks a mess. It's in need of like a good wash. But guys, let's talk. It's been a while. Let's talk. Wait. Okay, this lighting is like kind of harsh because my bathroom light is right above me. So please just be mindful. I've tried my best. This is on iPhone. Girl, you know how we do it around here. Anyway, how have you guys been? It's been so long. If you're new to my channel, if this is like the first video you watch, then I post little vlogs. Like last year I was posting a bunch of vlogs during my gap, and now I'm studying, now I'm at uni, so yeah. Right, I'm gonna start off by clipping my hair back. Guys, we've got the bussy bus, like hella long, but she's in need of some good TLC. Like I need to wash my hair again and like restyle and everything. Right, we can get started doing our makeup. Okay, so first step for me is eyebrows. I like to get my eyebrows out the way, and I just find my makeup looks cleaner when my eyebrows are done first.
But don't you think any job interview...
Guys, I feel like I've lost, well, not lost, but I feel like I'm losing my charisma on camera. So please be nice to me, I'm warming up again. Also, it's been a strange day. It was very hot in England and I just didn't get as much done as I thought I would. You know how it is. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna start with my brows. As you can tell, you're probably thinking, what the fuck? Like, where the fuck did your brows go? Blah, blah, blah. I'm a victim of manorification. I clearly must think I'm like Manar's like lost cousin, which I am. So she's my sis.
Well, no.
I cut the tails off, like I shaved the tails off, and then take off a bit from the bottom as well, just so I can have like a sleek upturned look, and you're gonna see how that looks. I'm gonna show you how I do it. Okay, so before I start that, I'm just gonna prime my face with their e.l.f. Hydro Grip. Hydro Grip? Power Grip. I'm gonna take 2 pumps of that and just dab it around and push it into my skin. Guys, has everyone been keeping up with Euphoria? Because I know I have. By the time I'm filming this, only 3 episodes are out, but girl, it's definitely not what we knew as Euphoria before. But I miss my Sundays. Like I miss my Euphoria Sundays, even though in the UK they were always Mondays. But like this show has watched me from what? I was 12 when the first season came out, 13 when I watched it, 15 when the second season aired and I watched it. And now I'm 19. Oh my god, the show's growing up with me. I have such a bad attachment to it. Like I can't watch any edits or I'll cry. It's like crazy. Anyway, so now that the primer's on, I'm just gonna let it set. Normally I let it set for like 30 seconds. So yeah, oh, I've got a little pimple. Interesting. Hi. Welcome. I'm gonna take my NYX brow glue, the brow glue from NYX, and what I do is I take the excess off the top, and then I'm just gonna rub that through my brow, like against the grain of the brow. And then I'm gonna let that set for a second. And I'm gonna take the same brush, and I'm just gonna brush the hairs up and just go really slow as I do that. It normally actually doesn't take me like more than, well, it used to only take me 5 minutes to do my, 10 minutes to do my makeup, 8, 7, something like that. But since I've started doing my brows, it takes me longer, but whatever. Anyway, from this, you can clearly see that I need to cut the top of my brows again. Anyway, then I like to drag it all in the direction I want it to go in. And because I want it upturned, I'm just going to kind of leave these last ones kind of up like that. Repeat the same over here. Okay, so I've done that on both brows now. Now I'm going to go in with my NYX Lift and Snatch pen in black. You have to be kind of specific with the application of this. I was using the NYX brow pencil for a while, but it just wasn't lasting the same way that this does. So what I do is I'm going to do some light strokes throughout my brow, very light strokes, just to simulate some hairs, like additional hairs. And then for the tail, I'm going to take the pen like this, and I'm just going to start by slowly kind of like building up these hairs and then kind of drawing out that shape, that upturned shape that I like, and then doing like a similar vibe here on the top. And it's not going to be the same every day, but I'm going to fill in like that little part, that gap, I guess. Kind of have to have a light hand and be tactical with the way you apply it. But I seem to lack a light hand. I totally get why beauty gurus do their brows off camera, because I feel like it's a stress to do it on camera, but I'm dedicated, so subscribe. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna fill in my brow a little bit. Okay, and then you should have something like this. I know that that looks a little bit crazy considering it's like not properly shaped, but we're gonna shape it properly with concealer in a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my other brows, same thing. And then I'll see you when it's time to conceal around. Okay, I've done both. This one's a bit longer, but we're gonna cut it with concealer. I'm just gonna take like a spoolie, like a general spoolie. Ooh, there's a hair in it. I'm just gonna take a general spoolie and like towards the end of my brow where you've kind of filled it in a little bit, your natural hairs will fall a bit. I'm just gonna take this and brush them lightly back up so we don't drag off too much product, but we just get the hairs back in place so it looks natural, if that makes sense. You could even reapply a bit of gel at this point, but I'm being lazy. I still feel like that took off a little product. You see the gap there? I'm just gonna quickly refill that in. Guys, I'm sweating in here, Jesus Christ. You see the stress that this puts me under? Like, okay, this one is a mess. This one's fine, but I'm gonna clean this one completely with concealer because this is a fucking atrocious mess. But this is what happens when you're on camera. I feel like the human body, you know, she gets under pressure and she gets nervous, but this is a general sense of what's going on. Now, we're gonna conceal. Generally, I use the Lancome concealer. It's the Charlotte Idol Ultra Wear Concealer. I use it in shade Bis N, Bis Neutral, I guess. Biscuit Neutral. It just says Bis N on the bottom. So yeah. Oh, 360. Yeah, 360. Right, so I just put a bit of concealer here, a bit here, and a tiny bit in the middle. And then I take a small like fluffy brush. Yeah, Morphe E23. Okay, but like any kind of fluffy crease brush. And I take that and I start to blend that out. But yeah, guys, can we talk about fucking Cassie and Nate's wedding? What the fuck? Bitch. Don't even talk about Maddie because I'm gonna get upset. Everyone played. Jules got, oh, I'm so ready for my Jules and fucking Nate shit this season. Because I feel like we got crumbs in the 3rd episode. Right, so I'm just taking that and dragging it kind of under to create the shape I want. And then I'm gonna go above and also just kind of carve it. And I'm gonna repeat the step on the other brow. Okay, this one looks good to me. This one is not as precise as I want it to be, so I'm gonna maybe take some more concealer and just quickly fix that up a little bit. Okay, that's a bit better. Now, eyebrows are sisters, not twins, so not too much. Okay, now I'm gonna set my brows, which might sound a bit random, but I just find that it like buffs out any kind of harshness. You see how it's kind of like harsh from the pen, like the ink here? I just find that it like buffs that out and just also sets my brows in place. I'm taking the Huda Beauty loose powder in banana cake. I think that's what it's called. Banana bread, banana cake, banana bread. I think that's what it is. And I'm just taking whatever's in here. Same brush. I'm just gonna quickly go over the tail and the concealer as well. So that way that sets. Okay, that's as fab as it's gonna get today. They don't look as good as when I normally do them, but that's what happens on camera. Anyway, moving on. My hair looks atrocious. Like, la, 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 la. She's stiff. I need some dry shampoo. Like, oh, this is a mess. Anyway, okay, cool. So now that my brows are done, we're gonna start on the face. I use the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Duo in Intensity 2. This is what it looks. Okay, the damage wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. This is what it looks like, for anyone wondering. I take the deeper shade. Because that's my contour. I'm gonna take a buffer brush and I'm just gonna lightly dip that in there, get some product, and then I'm just gonna start contouring / warming up my face with this. I'd like to especially shout out Rita Ora for putting me onto this. Now, I watched her InStyle ASMR video. If you don't know, I love ASMR and I frequent that video often, and in it she big this product up. She said that a lot of makeup artists use it, and so I remember when I went home over the holidays, I used up my little holiday money and I bought myself it, and I don't regret it. My friends love it too when they get to use it, so when they come over and use it. So I'm taking that on my forehead. I take it a little bit above the brow so that way there's not like a harsh concealer line there, because I like everything to be quite warm up here. And then I take a little bit on my nose. Now I'm not doing a proper nose contour today because I can't be asked. I feel like the fucking lighting is making me look so ghastly right now. Ugh, whatever. Taking a bit on my jawline. Not too much because I hate a streaky jawline contour. But yeah, a bit on my ears to kind of blend that, and then a bit down my neck, on my collarbones, and then a little bit on the bottom and top of my lip. And then I take whatever's left and I put it on my eyes as well. Okay. Trying to like leave this specific area like right under the brow alone, so that way I can have it pop when I highlight it later. So we'll come back to this palette later, but now that we're done with my cream contour, I go with my cream blush. I use the Road Pocket Blush. I have 2 of these, love them. This is in the shade Juice Box. It's like a hot fuchsia pink. I take like another like buffer kind of brush and I just lightly go in like that. And then right underneath my eye is where I'm gonna start tapping that product in and working it on like the high part of my cheekbone. But do whatever works for your face, of course. This is just how I do it. So I just do that on the other side. And then a little bit down the nose, not a crazy amount, just a little bit. I normally go quite crazy when it comes to blush, so you know, if you don't like it as intense as me, don't do it. Like, don't follow. Yeah, and I just take a little bit on my forehead as well, a little bit on my chin, and I feel like that's quite light. I want to do a little bit more. I just feel like I look so washed out in this light. I am also quite pale, but something's like just not giving about this lighting. What the hell? Okay, well, anyway, now it's time to conceal. So I just go in with the Lancome again. I don't use foundation. I just feel like I don't need it, so I don't use it. And I don't want to look overly cakey, so I just don't use it personally. I take this under my eyes, and then I do the little wing that everyone does to give me that lifted effect. Little bit on my nose bridge, not a lot, around my nose. We have a little spot here today. Hi friends, and just the tiniest bit on her, tiny bit on the chin, and then right here. I'm gonna let that dry down for like a second. I don't always do this, especially when I'm in a rush, which is all the time. But because we're filming and I get to be like a fake character, I'm gonna take a break. Yay!
There's a place I go, share it with you tonight. The cool don't blow, baby, all alone. Yeah.
Now that my pause is done, I'm going back in with the brush that I used on my brows, or to carve my brows. And I'm just gonna start blending out that concealer. I leave my under eyes till last, so I start to work my way up my face. I start down here. Then we're gonna blend that concealer, kind of sharpening the cheek. I'm kind of focusing it in this area, but we don't want to look like we've just got a slab, so we're gonna soften it later, but I'll show you how. But yeah, guys, uni has been good. I'm nearly done. We've got like, at the time of filming this, I've got like a week of uni left. So yeah, I do some presentations next week. Well, one presentation, and then I'm done. Well, not really. I have essays to hand in, but like, you know, I'm done physically. It's kind of gone by it's quite fast, but so is life, you know. It's been good though. I've made new friends. It's been a fun experience so far. I'm excited to move into my house as well soon. Okay, I'm just gonna blend that out around the nose. I blend this kind of like outward a little bit. Blend this on my nose very lightly. And then now I can blend it under my eyes. This is kind of the makeup I do when I go out. But all of the makeup I do is kind of the same. Like, not really, unless I'm doing like a specific look, like with eyeshadow involved and stuff. But this is like I guess it's every day. Or when I go out. I don't fucking know. You can elevate it for night, but
bitch, get off my dick if you're really worried about where you're gonna wear this makeup to.
Then with the excess product, I'm just gonna go around where like the product is on my nose, so that way I'm not actually contouring my nose like properly, but I'm giving it a little 1-2. You see that? Like a little 1-2, and then low-key just going over that so it's not too harsh. Oh, shout out a little 1-2. Shout out Jalal, love you. Like, guys, I've loved Jalal for so long. I posted a TikTok, I think in September, dedicated to him, and he liked it and commented. I love Jalal. Anyway, I'm going back in with that loose powder. I didn't like to take a lot. And I'm just setting my under eyes and setting everywhere where that concealer's been put. I normally don't use loose powders in the winter just because I feel like they dry me out too much. I've got like very sensitive, dry, eczema prone skin, so I don't like to do too much. But now that it's getting hotter, it's like harder for my makeup to stay under, and like my makeup reacts better to loose powders than it would in the winter. So that also means that I have to use like powders all over my face for it to hold. And you're gonna see that now. Okay, so now that the powders are applied, I'm gonna take the same brush that I used for the cream contour and I'm literally just gonna like clean up any kind of harshness from the cleanup that we did earlier. So that way it's not too harsh, but there's still like a nice distinction between my cheekbones and my jawline. Okay, now I'm gonna take the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I've had this for years, I can't lie. Like I can't tell you how long I've had my makeup because you're gonna think I'm like nasty. But yeah, hit pan on it, like that's how you know. Truly loved for many years. I actually, oh my God, I've had this for, I can't say how many. I can't. That's genuinely, right, don't follow that part. Anyway, we're gonna take some of this on a Morphe E4, like any type of like bronzer brush, contour brush, whatever. Tap the excess off. I'm gonna start off on my forehead, just like setting where we put the cream product. And the same on my cheek. And then I'm just gonna go like down my nose lightly. No
fragment, fragment foot. Bullet fragment foot, bitch.
Ooh, well, there was a whole hair in my eye. Jesus Christ. As I was saying, with just the excess product, a little bit, just to like blend over the nose, a bit on the eyes. Okay, that's done. Now, I'm not gonna show you the packaging for this one because makeup has touched it in my makeup bag when traveling, so we're not gonna talk about that. But I'm taking the Kylie Cosmetics blush in the shade Winter Kissed. It's like a true baby doll pink and it's very matte, be aware. I would recommend the Hourglass ambient, is it ambient lighting blush or whatever? I use that often, but I'm not gonna use it today. Stay tuned for more Get Ready With Me's in the future, I guess, or more tutorials, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna take this on a blush brush and then lightly tap that over where I put my cream blush. Again, a bit on the nose, a bit on the forehead, a bit on the chin. I'm gonna go back in with that Tom Ford palette. I told you guys I was gonna use it again. Taking it, I'm just gonna go in the highlighter shade and I'm gonna go on the tip of my nose, on the tops of my cheeks, and just under my brows. A little bit on the forehead. We don't want to look like we're sweating. We want to look like we're glowing. A bit on the chin. And yeah, because this is cream, I feel like on top of that powder, it just melts kind of into the skin, and it will melt better when I do my setting spray, but it just makes it way more like skin-like and radiant, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know my skincare before also helps. If you guys want a detailed skincare routine, I can do one of those. But do you see the vision? Like, just radiant. I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury, what is this? It's a brightening powder. Okay, so I accidentally just clawed it. Don't mind that. That's like from using the same brush as my concealer and stuff, so we don't do that anymore. I'm gonna take a little, I don't know what you would call these, like a little sponge, or like a powder sponge, a powder puff. Fucking hell, there we go. I'm gonna take that and then just right under my eye, give it a quick press in. Right under my eye, because that's like the only place I really want to highlight. So yeah, so there's just like a nice brightness there. Guys, we're nearly done, we're nearly looking like the baddest bitch on the planet. We're getting there. Now, I like to do my lips. I used to do them after I did my setting spray and stuff, but I just find that they hold better if you setting spray them, so I like to do them before. I take the Rhode lip liner in the shade Balance. I love this one. It's not too dark of a brown, but it's also not too light. Here, you can see it for yourself.
Look like an IG model, walk with a walk.
It's so pretty. You're gonna see it applied now. So I take this. This is technically a lip contour, but I just use it like a lip liner. So I draw over my Cupid's bow, as most people do by now, like that. And then I just kind of follow a natural lip line and overline a little bit. You don't want to look too insane with the overlining, but then again, I'm not the one to speak. With the other side, I'm just going to clean up the product a little bit. But yeah, guys, in this new fucking season of Euphoria, in the third episode at the wedding, the way when Jules and Nate were like together outside for a second, I literally screamed so bad. I had my friends over when we watched, and my friends literally were like, damn bitch, like calm down. I was like, sorry, but I just gagged. I didn't expect it to happen because we never really got our Jules and Nate full storyline. But I feel like for anyone who actually watched the show, trans, cis, whatever the fuck you are, we all wanted that storyline. Like we all needed to know what was coming. And we never really got it. So it was interesting to see that. And also the cigarette pass was so casual. Like, bitch, they've seen each other since high school. And I don't know what's going on between those two, but there was so much chemistry alone in like a 3-second fucking scene. Well, like a minute long scene, less than a minute probably, long scene. Then he has in his entire marriage. Some bullshit's about to happen this season. Some bullshit is about to happen this season. They have definitely seen each other, like, outside of high school. Because he didn't even say, like, oh, you look good, or something, like, or you, like, blah, 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 like, it's been so long. No, he didn't say none of that shit. He said, you're the last person I would expect to be here. Thank you for coming. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, okay, so you're not going to say, like, oh, it's, like, good to see you after so long, even though he probably doesn't, well, I don't know if he feels that way or not, but you know what I mean, it's just weird. So they've definitely seen each other. Some shady biz has happened. And also, whoever the fuck Jules' sugar daddy is, he's a fucking weirdo, bitch. My nigga is weird as hell, okay? Like, he just gives me the bad vibes. I've heard some speculation, like, he's a surgeon, obviously, but like that he is like in Alamo's kind of human trafficking ring, and that he might be the surgeon that takes the organs out the girls. Not that that's even confirmed, but like even that alone scared the shit out of me. So I'm like, yeah, he got to go. And when he wrapped her up like one fucking shish kebab stick, I'm uncomfortable. Anyway, sorry, that was my first lip liner. Then I'm gonna go in with the Rimmel Cappuccino, and I'm gonna take that and just kind of follow the same principle, but I like to just go lightly with this one. But yeah, mark my words, some bullshit's gonna happen with those two in this season. And if it doesn't, then someone, like clearly someone is fucking with me specifically. Not even you bitches, they're fucking with me. Actually, no, they're fucking with us as a collective. And I'm not gonna stand for it. Because I remember I watched like the breakdown of the third episode that comes out weekly, right? Like the breakdowns of the episodes. And Sam said that that specific scene is like to be left open to interpretation, I believe he said. I'll put in the clip here.
You love who you love.
There's a lot that's unsaid in the scene between Nate and Jules, and its poignancy is in how the audience can interpret it in a multitude of ways.
Thank you for coming.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure he said something like it's open to interpretation, or like the way that feeling is between them is like open, you know, for us to understand, but like he kind of said it like stish, like there's not much else coming.
No, bitch, there better be.
Because the way there was chemistry in those 2 seconds, the way everyone's editing the same fucking clip, bitch, I gagged. We all gagged. My pussy's hot too.
What's going on?
I need it to happen. Anyway, then I go in with my MAC Creme de Nude lipstick. It's like a very concealer lip kind of lipstick. And I just dab that within the center of my lips. Just like so. So it's like a nudier kind of lip. And then I'll go back in with my lip liner one more time just to reinforce the outside of that. Okay, we could stop here, but I'm going to add a gloss, but I'm going to do it after we set. I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, blah, 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 the Charlotte Tilbury Setting Spray. And look, this is a fucking 200 milliliter one. Like, it's bigger than my head. Look how much I've got left. Holy shit. I shake that up. I'm going to spray this face. I'm just gonna take a fan. Shout out Naples Pride, that's where I got this fan. It's all bruck up now, as you can see. Completely bruck up, but I still use it. Okay, we gotta make use of what we have.
Queen shit, bitch.
Shout out to Naples Pride. The Naples vlog, maybe it'll come one day. I have all the footage, but I haven't edited any of my vlogs from like last summer. Last summer was a very interesting summer. Don't ask me about it, because I don't want to talk about it. Now that my face is dry, for the most part, I'm gonna take my lash curler and I'm gonna curl these lashes. Now, for a long time, I wasn't wearing mascara because I just found that it smudged everywhere for me. Like throughout the day, there would be like too much under my eye. Now I still kind of get that because that's just like a long lash problem. but I embrace it. And it's also been less. It's normally just around here. So just curling them, not for long. I can't be asked to like put a lighter on the curler type shit. I'm just gonna curl them and whatever happens, happens. Now I take my Fenty Beauty Hella Thick mascara. I actually bought this in the Rome vlog from a while ago, from like nearly a year ago. Oh my God, that's crazy. I take this and I just coat my lashes, and I start to focus more coats on the outer part of my lashes, but I coat everything first and then I start to focus it more on the outer part. I'm gonna repeat the process on the other eye. Okay, now that that's done, I'm gonna take the Essence I Heart Extreme Waterproof Mascara, and I'm just going to go over my lashes again in the same manner, go over all of them once, and then target the outer part of my lashes more. Just because I find it gives more of a lifted cat eye effect, because obviously cat's eyes are more like, you know, and with the brows it's like, and also cat's eye, gnarly, like, you know, shout out Menor. And I do a good amount of coats on the end. And because of my lash length, naturally it gets all over my eyelid. So that's fine, I'm just gonna let it dry down for a second, and then I take a Q-tip, wet it, and then just clean that up. It doesn't need to be like perfectly clean, because it will still get transferred throughout like the day, the night, whatever. But yeah, I don't do my bottom lashes because I'm obviously already trying to prevent the inevitable kind of drop out of the lash. So if I did my bottom lash, it would truly like just become a completely black under eye that no one asked for. Anyways guys, we could stop here. Most days I do stop here, but today I'm feeling like a little gloss moment. So I take the Pat McGrath Lust Gloss, I believe it's called, in the shade Earth Angel. Pat's glosses are great. This is the only one I own, but I want to get more. But yeah, this is the shade Earth Angel. She's like used it on all the models on VS. I mean, I've had this like before she was doing the current VS shows, but yeah, she's like used this on the models on VS. Bella Hadid used, like, I remember seeing like some clips of Bella using this, like when I would have bought it, which would have been like 2 years ago, maybe like 1 year ago, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, it's like this gorgeous like shimmer. Okay, this kind of looks, it looks a bit bronzed to show you like this, but yeah, it's like this gorgeous kind of pinky shimmer, like gloss, and you're gonna see how it applies now. Ugh. Oh, look at the difference. Oh, that's so, it's so dolly, like, yeah. I block the middle of my lip. Fab. And we're basically done, so let's take out these clips. Okay guys, and that is my makeup look done. Yeah, this is how like I go out. It's more of a nighttime look because the gloss is more like, you know, but sometimes during the day as well. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe if you want, whatever. My TikTok is this, my Instagram is this. Do you have anything else? Oh, I've started a Substack, but I haven't like done, I put one thing on there, so I'm not going to share it yet. But I think when I start writing my proper essays on there or sharing my essays to the world, I will promote it. And yeah, I don't know what I'm about to go do. I don't know who I'm feeling like, but I'm feeling like the baddest because look at me. Duh, like, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you want to see from me in the future. Love you guys. Okay, bye.